In this video, we are going to complete our PCB design. So let's start. So by pressing X button on your keyboard, we can make our routing connection. Then press V on your keyboard to place wire. Escape, then connection. X, then press V for wire. X, press V for wire. Okay. X and V. X, V, X, V. I'm just going to place wire here, and I will use other layer for make connection. X and then wire. I will use another layer for this connection. So I'm just placing wire here, and this is VDD. Press edit to change the routing width. So I'm gonna keep it 25. Now I can little bit shift here and then make this connection, and then X, and then press V on your keyboard. I'll just tap wire for ground so that I will give its complete ground pour, and this is going to the controller. Okay, so I'll just complete this remaining connection. Again, X, edit, change the width, make the connection. If you want to, if I will move this track, then I can see I am breaking into segments. So what I will do is I will just click on it, or I'll just hover my cursor over this track width, and then press D on my keyboard, and then I can quickly shift this track without breaking into segments. Okay, so now X, V, then again X and V on your keyboard, and then I'll just make this connection, and then this is for the same ground. So this is for the same ground, so edit 25. Okay, then again I will press D on my keyboard, and okay, then what left is here. Okay, so X, and then press V, and I'm just trying to complete the connection for one circuit, for each circuit, and then I'll route each other connection with other layer. So okay, so what I'm saying this is, so I'm gonna select this field zone 4 volt, and then top copper. Okay, and I'm gonna select to solid, 10 mil clearance 11 solid fill, and then I'm gonna name this zone 1. So every time we are adding this pouring, we have to change the zone name. So zone priority, so let's say this is 4 volt, and I will give this priority 1. And now if I'll have ground, if I'll pour the ground, then I'll give this 0 to the ground pour. And if I am doing pouring for other net, then I will give it 2, and then 3, then 4 to each net as I am going to pour those connection. If we will not do that, then we will find sorting in our design. So this is the important thing here. Every time we do the pour, we have to give priority 0 1 2 3 4 like this. It shouldn't be, they shouldn't be collide, means they shouldn't match each other. If the ground priority is 0, and if I give this 4 volt priority 0, then they might do sorting with each other. So we have to change the priority, we have to give them a different priority. Zone priority should be different for each ground pour. Okay, so I'm gonna give this zone priority 1, and for ground I will give 0. Okay, so this solid field, okay, remove ice line always, and okay. And now I can see this is going straight. So either we have option to change by not changing its connection, we can do pouring in this way, right? We'll bring it down and make connection, and then when we double click it, then we can see it get pour. Now let's say I'll select this again and edit. Okay, so I'll select this again, and 4 volt 1 solid, okay, these are okay. And now if I will, let's say, place my pouring connection here like this, and I will press shift and space bar, I can see we can change the orientation of this pouring to any direction. We can shift the pouring to any direction by moving the cursor. So we can also do it in this way. And now I can adjust this pouring and make the connection. Double click, press OK, and it is done. Now I'll go to object, and then the opacity, and then I'll change the opacity level. I can see I can actually increasing the contrast of it. So okay, now it is done. And now so there are other things here. So let's say we can also disable this rat net. when we want to disable it, we can just switch back to disable mode, and then we can make our connection, we can make our we can complete our layout, and then we can also enable disable this DRC connection. And let's say if something will happen that ratnet is enabled and this, but we cannot see this ratnet, so what we have to do, we have to go to the tool, and then we have to go to inspect, and then we have to go to design rule check, and then run DRC to bring this ratnet again. So, and there are other connection here to change the ratnet. So in this way we can disable the ratnet, and we can bring it to a straight line, and then again we can bring it to curve line. So in the curve line we can see how the connection are going in more clear way than the straight line. Okay, so now we are going to complete our rest of the connection. X X and then V. X and V, X and V. And then complete the connection. And now again, so this net is net C10 pad 1. Okay, so again, sorry, solid always, and then okay, and then priority again set to, and this is net C10 pad 1. Okay, so this is priority 2, and always check again. Okay, okay, and then click OK. Then okay, and now C17 pad 1 again, C17 pad 1, and this will be priority 3, C17 pad 1. Okay, and then bring it here, and then double click on the pouring, and then press OK. It will make the connection. Okay, and now wires. So I'm gonna place this wire over here, so because this is the thermal pad and it is connected to all copper and through hole. Okay, press OK. So I'm gonna place this rest of the wire here. I'm gonna place this origin marking. Okay, and then I'll set the grid to 1 mm. Okay, and now I'll place wire. It is a little bit easy because it will get exact grid and I do not have to move the wire again and again. Copy it and then place it, then copy it, place it, and then copy it and place it. Okay, so this is the thermal pad. So attached I have connected more wire to this thermal pad, and now again I will change the grid to again 10 mil X and then V. Save it, and then X V. So this was zone priority 5, and now this will be zone priority 6. This is 5 and this is 5 volt and zone priority 6, and then press OK. Save it, and then now this we can see this is C63 pad 2, so we have to pour again the copper for it. So we have to give little bit of plane, so I'm gonna place this wire over here, and I'm gonna disable this DRC error marker. So okay, and now make a connection. Little bit shift here, and then I'll just place Y over here, and press V. What I can see is it is missing some ground connection in the schematic. So I have to go again to the schematic, and then yes, it is missing some ground connection. So I'm gonna place it ground. Okay, tools, update PCB from schematic. Update it. Now it is okay, and now save it, close, and okay. Place wire, and now so this is the way. First we have to make the connection for our each circuit, just like I have completed the connection of GSM, then this LDO, then this LDO, then MCO. Now I'm trying to complete this remaining circuit, and then I'll route each other connection. So here I'm gonna just place like this, otherwise it will do sorting while mounting component. And then so this connection, this pad has to be connected to this main pad of the ground. Okay, this IC thermal pad, and now here we have to place wires. So Okay. If you want to lock this component, we can also lock this component. So double click on it and then lock footprint. Okay. Now in the same way, I'm gonna lock this all main footprint in the design, so that it will not move from its place, and just like this connector, this connector. Okay, now it is done. So okay, this is VDC that is going here. Okay, now again I have to make this wire connection to this LoRa module, and this was June priority 6. and again I'll save it, and then this should be zone priority 6. In the zone priority 6, edit, in the zone priority 6, okay, D, okay, save it, and now press D. Just I'm going to place little more wire over here to make this junction strong. So, and for VDC, again this is VDC, so the zone priority should be 7, and this is VDC, okay. Press D, this is 6, this zone is 7, so this should be 7. Save it, save it, R for rotation, and then 10 and 9. Okay, I'll just check again. Tx is coming here, then T2 in, then T2 out. Then Tx is coming here, then this will be receive here, then this will be receive out, and then receive to the controller. Looks okay. So I'll just delete this track or rather paste via. Okay, press R for rotation. Okay, and now now what we can see is now we have to connect this remaining connection, and now we are going to use other layer for it. So this video is getting long, so I'm gonna drop this video and see you in my next video.